I'm training for Arslanbek Makhmudov, and the fight's taking place in London at Tottenham Hotspur Football Stadium. I'm going to expose his weaknesses with these big punches here. Bam, 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 bam.
It doesn't get much better than this.
He's disciplined and he works very hard. He's probably one of the fittest fighters
Documentary.
I've ever trained
Tyson Fury's been
alongside.
out the ring for about a year. He should be boxing. Shaking out the ring rust. He's moving good. He's feeling good mentally, physically. I think he's in a very happy place. It's just getting the timing back, getting rhythm, being able to see things in the ring, being able to make things happen.
Path here, Thailand. It's pretty good. It's very good. Training here in Thailand's beautiful. I love the place. I fell in love with the place and seeing myself spending a lot of time
What's
here in
crazy about
Thailand.
Fury is when he's at his best, he's one of the all-time greats in the division because he's 6'8", 270 pounds, moves like a lightweight, has like radar to avoid punches, has a ton of heart, getting off the deck in all kinds of situations, coming back to win. But when he's at his worst, he almost lost to Ngannou. It's such a swing with him. What do you think? What are we supposed to expect here?
He trains. I think he's training really hard from what I've been hearing in Thailand. He's in good spirits, and he loves these kind of stages. Stadium fight on Netflix.
You know,
And his body looked good too. Fury good. His body looks Fury good.
The first long spar, 10 rounds. Come on! Let's get it. Makhmudov's in trouble. Makhmudov's in trouble. The GK is back. Let's go.
Beast, bear-looking dude.
He's a dangerous fighter, similar to the size of Tyson Fury. He's very powerful. Those are the most dangerous fights you can have is with a powerful fighter. One punch.
Try to work technique. I try to work more on boxing skill. I try to train more. Never can fight. You just can prepare for a fight. That's it. Fight is different. It's nothing like.
Tyson Fury's monstrous training for Arslanbek Makhmudov fight shows the sheer intensity inside his camp. Every session reflects raw power, discipline, and focus as Fury sharpens himself for battle. The energy in training suggests he is fully locked in, treating this fight like a serious test, not just another appearance. He compares himself to Muhammad Ali, highlighting how age is often misunderstood in boxing narratives. He insists he still feels sharp, powerful, and fully capable of performing at the highest level. There's a strong sense of confidence in his words, as he dismisses doubts about his age or form. Fury clearly believes he is still dangerous, ready, and fully switched on for any challenge ahead.
All my life I thought Muhammad Ali was like 60 years old when he fought Larry Holmes, but he wasn't. He was 38 years old, which is a few months older than me now. And I feel great. I don't feel as if I'm too old and I'm out of shape and I can't defend myself. I'm firing on all cylinders. I'm ready to knock motherfuckers out.
Fury opens up about his isolated mindset, explaining that he keeps a very small, trusted circle around him. He emphasizes focus, discipline, and staying in his own lane without distractions from outside influences. His words reflect a strong mentality built on self-reliance and tunnel vision. Fury makes it clear that success for him comes from blocking noise, avoiding unnecessary relationships, and staying mentally locked in on his own path.
People around me never have and I never will, because I'm a psychopath. I can't have a million people around me because it doesn't work. I just have the same old people I've always knew, that's it. I'm not interested in making new friends. I'm not interested in what the next man's got. I'm not interested in what the next door neighbour's doing. Don't care.
McKenzie questions the comparisons being made between Tyson Fury and Muhammad Ali, arguing that legacy should be judged through consistent achievements and resume strength. While acknowledging Fury's popularity and fan support, he suggests the greatness conversation is still debatable. His tone reflects respect, but also criticism, highlighting that true legendary status in boxing requires proven dominance over time, not just reputation or hype.
You know, obviously Fury's got his own fans and people that think that he is a legend and one thing or another. Well, that's all well and good, but you've got to look at his resume. It doesn't stack up. Not to the great fighters. It doesn't stack up.
Fury defends Tyson Fury's abilities, stating that when he is focused and in rhythm, he remains a highly skilled and dangerous boxer. He admits Fury sometimes takes unnecessary risks, but emphasizes his natural talent and ring intelligence. According to him, Fury still has all the tools needed to dominate opponents, especially when he fights at his best and sticks to disciplined boxing strategies.
It's clear. Well, whether he can take him or not, he shouldn't be taking him, and he knows that. But when he's on his A game and he boxes, he can box. He ticks all the boxes, trust me. And he's exciting as well. And he does the right thing with his level of opposition because...
Johnny Nelson breaks down the matchup by pointing out how stylistically it favors Tyson Fury, especially with his height, reach, and natural skill set. However, he also raises concern about Fury's footwork and whether it has declined with age, something that becomes crucial for a boxer at this stage of his career. He stresses the importance of disciplined training in Thailand and warns against cutting corners. Nelson also highlights the pressure from younger fighters waiting for their opportunity, making Fury a target. Ultimately, he suggests this fight is less about talent and more about which version of Fury shows up.
Makhmudov's made for him. It's a perfect fight for him. Got the height, looks the part, he's strong. I think Tyson's hands will be too fast. I think Tyson, his feet are the thing what I want to see. I want to see how his feet have deteriorated because it happens to everybody. So I just want to see what version of Tyson we get. He's out in Thailand training, so he's got to make sure he trains right. You know, cutting corners at this stage in your life, 37 years old. There's a lot of young lions knocking at the door watching you. You're in a meal ticket, they're planning for you already. And I think
Oliver believes Tyson Fury is in a strong physical and mental condition, especially after his training stint in Thailand. He agrees with other analysts that Fury remains a major attraction in the heavyweight division and an important figure in boxing over the last decade. However, he also raises an important question about whether Fury still has his full athletic sharpness, particularly his legs and movement. While praising his comeback, Oliver emphasizes that this fight will reveal a lot about his current level. The anticipation is high because fans are eager to see if Fury still performs like his prime version.
Look good. I think that mentally he's in a good place. Physically he looked good as well. He's been working well out in Thailand, and I sort of agree with Paulie. I think that he's a massive addition to the heavyweight scene. He has been over the last 10 years, and I think it's good to have him back. You know, we need the characters. Are the legs still there?
Highlights the long layoff Tyson Fury has had from professional boxing, pointing out that being out of the ring for over a year can heavily impact timing, rhythm, and sharpness. He explains that such a break is especially challenging for a boxer like Fury, who relies more on movement and technical skill rather than pure pressure fighting. The concern is whether he can quickly regain his natural flow once he returns. This adds uncertainty to his comeback, as ring rust could become a major factor against a younger, active opponent with momentum.
Fury has been out of the ring for well over a year now. By the time he gets back in the ring on April the 11th, he will have been out of the ring for well over a year. You're probably talking close to 15, 16 months. It's a long time, especially for someone who is more of a mover, more a boxer. It's not like a pressure fighter who can just...
Lewis expresses excitement about Tyson Fury's return, calling it a positive moment for boxing fans who missed his presence in the heavyweight scene. He acknowledges Fury's deep love for the sport and his unpredictable nature, which makes his career so interesting to follow. Lewis also admits that Fury's comeback was always expected despite retirement talks, as elite fighters often find their way back to the ring. Overall, he views this return as a big boost for heavyweight boxing, adding more entertainment, star power, and unpredictability to upcoming fights.
I think it's a good fight, especially the return for Tyson Fury. I think the boxing public definitely missed him, and you know, like he said, he loves the sport so much. He came back, and you never really know with Tyson Fury. But there's one thing I did know when he retired, that he would be.
Carl Froch gives a balanced take on Tyson Fury's return, noting that he appears relaxed, mentally stable, and physically in his usual condition. While he doesn't look sculpted or overly athletic, Froch emphasizes that Fury is still active in training and maintaining fitness, which shows commitment despite retirement talk. He also points out Fury's body weight and consistency in staying gym ready, suggesting he never truly stepped away from boxing. However, Frosch's tone also hints at realism, reminding fans that appearances can be deceiving and the real test will come once Fury is inside the ring against live opposition.
Anyway, Tyson Fury, Makhmudov. Good little fight. Tyson's nice and relaxed. He's coming back. Again, after retiring, he's back out of retirement. We kind of knew it was going to happen. He seems in a good place. He seems quite happy. He's not out of shape. He's in his usual shape, which isn't great shape in terms of physicalities to look at. He's not good on the optics, but you know he's in shape because he's not 28 stone. He's probably looking about 18 and a half stone-ish, and he's in the gym. I don't think he ever really came out of the gym. He said he's been training twice a day since announcing his last.
Lennox Lewis believes Tyson Fury still has plenty to offer the heavyweight division, mainly because of his skill, experience, and boxing intelligence. He argues that Fury has not yet faced all possible top-level opponents, leaving room for more exciting matchups. Lewis emphasizes that elite fighters need meaningful challenges to stay motivated and prove their greatness. Without strong opposition, it becomes difficult to truly measure a champion's legacy. His comments suggest that Fury's career is far from complete and that his return could still produce high-level fights that add value to the heavyweight landscape.
Do you think Tyson still has a lot to give to the heavyweight division?
Yeah, I do think Tyson has a lot to give to the heavyweight because, you know, he's a good boxer and there's a lot of guys out there that he hasn't boxed, such as the guys due to box. You know, there's a guy, he could box a lot of people out there. But, you know, like he said, you know, who are they? They have to be somebody good for him to box because he has to have that type of person. He has to have a challenge. If you don't have a challenge in there, it's difficult to step.
John Fury expresses mixed emotions about his son's return, questioning why Tyson continues fighting despite already achieving greatness as a two-time heavyweight champion. He believes Tyson has earned enough success and wealth and has nothing left to prove. However, he also acknowledges the danger of the sport and the physical risks involved at this stage of his career. His concern is whether Tyson still has enough left in the tank to compete at the highest level. The comments reflect both fatherly worry and uncertainty about what motivates Fury to keep returning to boxing.
One punch in heavyweight division changes everything. Makhmudov's capable of doing that. He's a big strong man, as you can see. Tyson's an elite boxer, but what's he got left? I don't know, because you'll only know when you get in that ring, and it's too late. You know, let's just see. Tyson's not a stupid man.
Tyson Fury's trainer Ben Davison explains the strategic changes in Fury's training approach, focusing on maximizing power and speed while managing workload carefully. He highlights that intense training must be balanced to avoid burnout, especially during a comeback phase. The preparation includes targeted pad work, controlled conditioning, and smart intensity adjustments rather than excessive routines. Davison emphasizes that modern training is about efficiency, not just volume. This structured approach aims to bring out Fury's best physical condition while preserving energy, ensuring he performs at a high level without overtraining before a crucial fight.
Start to change just to maximize power, speed, those sorts of things. As sparring intensifies, pad work intensifies, his boxing work intensifies, the other areas have to take a comeback. You can't do absolutely everything. You know, do you do this? Do you do track work? Do you do this? Do you do that? Do you do sprints? Do you do this? Do you do long distance runs? You can't do all of it because you'll burn someone out very, very quickly doing that. We know what works. Proof's been in the pudding in Tyson's recent performances, and that's what we stick to.
Frank Warren gives a very confident update on Tyson Fury's condition, stating that he looks in his best physical shape in a long time. More importantly, he highlights Fury's strong mental state, suggesting he is fully focused and ready for a serious challenge. Warren also emphasizes the danger of the upcoming opponent, describing him as a highly experienced and powerful puncher with an impressive knockout record. His comments build tension around the fight, underlining that this is not an easy comeback bout, but a real test where Fury must be fully prepared to handle heavy power and pressure.
You know, Tyson's looking in magnificent shape, best I've seen him in, to be quite honest, for a long time, and more importantly, mentally he's in a good place. And this is a big fight. He's in with a very, very experienced fighter who's a big man, big puncher. I think he's got a 90% knockout ratio. He's knocked out 17 of his opponents in the first round. So you know he can whack, and he's not phased about fighting over here. He fought recently over here and beat Dave Allen. And this is quite a tough comeback fight.
This fight is shaping up to be one of the most dangerous tests of Tyson Fury's career. On one side, you have a proven champion returning with experience, skill, and confidence, ready to prove he still belongs at the top. On the other side, a hungry, powerful opponent with a brutal knockout record, capable of ending fights in an instant. The real question is simple: can Fury's movement, IQ, and experience overcome raw power and momentum? Or will this be the night the heavyweight division shifts into a new era? If Fury wins, he strengthens his legacy once again. If Arslan shocks the world, everything changes instantly. Are you backing Tyson Fury to dominate, or do you see the upset coming? Drop your prediction in the comments below.